team, the higher seed in their home white. How about 4 starters returning for Washington as you're looking at their starting lineup for Capital One? Katie Henderson with 10 on the shot clock. Washington has been hovering them on the floor. 5 on the shot clock. The heave bounces around and in.
Keep Columbia off the boards.
They're 6th in the nation as far as offensive rebounds. They have 3 to work with, and the last second heave good for Collins. Back-to-back buckets for her.
She's getting everywhere, bringing the paint points in for the Lions.
And a quick one on the other side, Asia. I feel like this is going to be a very fast-paced game. Washington's first time back in the NCAA tournament since 2017 when Kelsey Plum was on the roster in her final season.
But she's just as great attacking the basket.
She is the team's leading scorer, the sophomore guard of Anchorage. And another response underneath. Susie Raffew is going to be needed for this team underneath.
Absolutely. I'm looking for that matchup in the paint.
Ella Dean, you can get comfortable talking about her name. So explosive. And one of the best scorers in the Big Ten.
We continue to talk about how she lights it up from 3.
Ivy League regular season title, got to the championship game, lost to Harvard as we mentioned in this season. And another quick strike underneath. Chloe Briggs passes it on to Ella Dean. And a rare short shot clock for them. The turnaround by Daniels, check her footwork.
Keeping Columbia out of the paint and forcing those shots.
By the way, Washington led the Big Ten in three-point percentage on cue, shooting just at 40% from distance.
Great job keeping Columbia just to 1 shot offensively.
And Delia Daniels, Sellers, dishes it, and it's blocked from behind. It will stay with the Lions, will stay with Washington. Maria Aribola in the game as Henderson finally ends the drought for the Lions. As now we're seeing Washington having to set in their 5 offense. Sellers found the space, and the Euro gets her a bucket. Gets it out of bounds. Perry Page gets the look she wanted underneath. Look out of the break, off the mark. As we mentioned, the first meeting between the two schools, Columbia's 0-3. We've seen the defense bump up. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Kitty Henderson off the bounce. Did she get it off in time? They say it's good. We'll start with Kitty Henderson, actually. What a move underneath.
With the up fake, we know that the
outside 3, good! The first triple for the Lions. Forsberg saying an and 1.
I mean, this is great, just creating that space for that little.
And a block foul. Do believe they're going to count the bucket. Coach is saying there might have been a travel first. Either way, Mosh Forsberg saying an and 1.
Connect on him.
Wiley Rice right now on the bench for the Lions as Sellers turns the corner and gets it as time was winding down on the shot clock. And that's part of that big 3 that we alluded to earlier in the game. Less than 5 minutes in the first half as a triple good.
Key can catch fire, have their role, and she needs everybody to be ready, and that's just a great shot there by Maria.
Sellers
putting a lot of pressure on the ball.
Yeah, Washington shooting just 30% from the field in this quarter as Columbia coming alive with Riley Weiss.
It starts with her.
Averaging just under 18 points per game, was named to the first team All-Ivy as Sellers is having both teams with 9 apiece as far as points in this quarter. Perry Page right away getting active on the board.
I love it, Perry Page.
Just less than a minute to play in the first half. Delia Daniels going at Page. Gets the bucket. Can the Lions respond? Down double digits. 3 ball in and out. And Washington can hold for the last bucket. Instead, Delia Daniels said, how about that double-double? Seeing that three-quarter court press that we saw before in the first half. As Delia Daniels said, not this time.
Oh, there are 4 bodies flying to the ground.
Outside look, Page sends it to Weiss. Up top, Trey, good! And the second one goes down for Weiss. She had an early 8, shooting 50% from the field. 3 on the shot clock. My goodness, a power move underneath. And I think she took some contact to the face on that take.
Let me tell you something, that quick spin, that is all David Atkins on their staff. I know they broke that down, that move there.
Weiss backs up, resets a bit, likes the look against Daniels, off the glass, why not? The first player for Columbia in double figures. Pull up by Eladine. We're starting to see some more of that backcourt action now. Sellers with the assignment of Kitty. Too quick. Approaching the 5-minute mark here in the third quarter. It's gone back and forth, but Columbia dominant in the third frame, 13-6. As Daniel said, I have something to say about it.
To execute defensively, Columbia will see some great things happen.
Henderson drew 2. Raffieux rolls that one in. Fortunate, off the rim. Raffieux gets bodies up, and that's blocked. That battle between her and Delia Daniels is one to watch. Kitty Henderson with the pick. Pick 6 indeed.
The player of the year, back-to-back steals. Kitty Henderson building some momentum defense.
8 on the shot clock. Sellers avoids a screen from Daniels, found a lane, and finally gets a bucket for Washington. Saw West Virginia. The women's basketball team was here just a few moments ago. I think they're going to watch the rest from the comfort of their own hotel. Columbia gets the steal, of course. Henderson leading the way. Weiss, 3-ball, good!
Absolutely, that's going to be huge. We see now it's being called a lot tighter in this fourth quarter, so we're going to see teams go to that line. I mean, this is how you build back the momentum. Riley Weiss,
as Daniels going at Raffieux, who just picked up her 3rd foul. Sellers, little nifty look to the rim.
Sellers can make a living off of just getting to the basket.
Weiss again, why not? And it is a different story with a sophomore out of New York, and they build on it. Turns the ball over on the attempt. Looks like an easy 2 for Steins, and she gets that one to drop. Hannah Steins coming off the game where she had 5 points against Michigan. And on this end,
shifted momentum both ways. Collins sneaking behind the defense. But then on the other,
the big 3 for Washington, all in double figures. Riley Weiss with 20, and 2 more of the big 3 in double figures as well as Sellers. Columbia outscoring Washington 14-6 in this fourth quarter. Sellers shoots over Page. On cue, Susie Raffieux. They have done it on the defensive end here in the second half. Out top, Trey ball, good. Eladine, all parts of that rim were touched. And she is now at 13. So who does it go to for Washington?
I'm getting the ball to Savia Sellers.
Up top, it goes to Ella. Oh, wow! Eladine with the triple.
To give Ladine that look, the execution there. And that's her play, that's her spot where she can hit it from.
Money. Shooting close to 80% from the free throw line. And continues. Time left, 1.7 as a heave for Eladine, just short, and Columbia keeps dancing.